Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Button pressed. Hope you guys are having a good day today. I'm having a pretty good day today. Sperm Sung with an 18-month resub. Welcome back, dude. Thank you for the 18. Eric with a 41-month resub. Dropping a prime. Eric, thank you for the 41, dude. Appreciate you. How's the tooth? The tooth is good. The tooth is good. Like, it's weird. It was hurting me for so long that now that I can chew on it, I'm avoiding chewing on it, but like it doesn't hurt anymore. It was hurting me for like about 2 weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm not exactly sure, maybe 2.5 weeks. But like it feels weird chewing on it because I'm expecting pain, but when I do chew on it, it's like feels fine. I'm sure that'll go away in time. Faultbat coming in with a 29-month resub. Welcome back, Faultbat. Thank you for the 29. Appreciate you. 29, that's almost 100. It's pretty close. Pretty close. Acrotech says Mondays are no good. What's wrong with Mondays? Monday, best day. Yeah, I'm glad they got it right this time too, 49er. That was like my third time going back and being like, it doesn't feel right. Yeah, I was not enjoying having to go back there like every few days. That was stupid. And it also sucked that it happened right over the holidays too, because then there was like a week where I couldn't go back because they just weren't open. Yeah, third time's a charm, I guess. I don't know. So hello, Faultbat, 49er, Silver Lightning, Acrotech, Coca-Cola, Sperm Song, Kicking Jamie, Whimsy's daughter. Hello. Magic Man, how you doing? Holton. Welcome everybody. Yeah, we're starting about an hour earlier today, just because like I got done with stuff that I was doing, and I was like, I don't got anything to do. It's either like watch TV or start the stream, and I figured, you know, I wanted to start the stream. Hello, Esty. What's his name in France? Gendo, hello. Bossier. Darty Step Hats dropping 600 bits. What? Thank you for the 600, dude. So yeah, last live stream, we set this thing up. We're like ready to do one of these. So this reactor does 420 EU per tick if we get 6 of these in here. So what is it? Half of 420 is 210 divided by 3. I'm about to do math on stream. That's 70 EU per tick is this what this will do right here. So every time we add one of those is an additional 70 EU per tick. It's gonna be pretty good. Currently we're making like, I don't know how much or how little. Like we're 16 RF as what's 16? It's like 4 RF to 1 EU. So that's like 4, 8, 12. Our water wheels maybe doing 44, no 88 RF per tick. That's like 22 EU. We're not really making much. This is gonna like over double what we're doing as soon as we get one of these fuel rods in here. Been a long ass time since you've seen the nuclear reactor mod. Well, this is IC2. This isn't like nuclear reactor itself. This is IC2. You blew up your base years ago with IC2 reactor nasty stuff. That's why you build one, like you research it and you build one that's safe and you don't have to worry about like turning it on and off and stuff. As long as it's just running, it'll always be safe. So that's what we are. We just need to do like a quad fuel rod here and we should be good. So really we need to like make all these machines. A macerator makes sense. We should probably look at doing an electric furnace. There's like a lot of stuff that we need to do. We should probably... We really don't have like a proper place to put things. I wonder if we should dig this back a little bit and then build like a little 3-wall thing with a ceiling. Maybe like dig into this mountain a little bit. I don't know where else we're gonna build our base. I don't want to just have like machines randomly strewn about. I kind of want to have them in like a specific place. I think that makes sense. If we dig this out just a little bit, well, probably over to where mine is, like here, push that back. We can put some walls up and a roof and make it feel a little bit enclosed. I think that's what we'll do. Didn't I say something about making the base on that island possibly? You know what? We haven't actually been over there since I talked about that. How about this? Let's make a jetpack. Because with a jetpack and hang glider, we should be able to get around. And we'll go check it out. Let's do that. Dr. Love John coming in with the 29-month resub. Dr. Love John, welcome. Thank you, or welcome back. Thank you for the 29 months. Appreciate you, dude. Let's look at making a jetpack. And then we'll look at making bases. IC2 biogas. This is EU. This is the one we want. So to make one of these, we need an advanced circuit, a bat box. Like, this is all inexpensive stuff. There's also the Simply Jetpack ones, which seem like they're more expensive. I just want something simple, so I think we're gonna go with this one. Okay, let's do this. This is 4181. Can I just search for that? 4181. Aha. Okay. So we need 2 intricate circuits, so let's get these going. How will I charge the jetpack? We have power. We can convert that to EU. I think you just drop it into a bat box, right? And we're gonna make a bat box part of this recipe. So we'll get to that. Gold. We don't have a lot of gold. We need 6 of it. And then 12 redstone. The nostalgia watching the older packs. The older packs are good, man. Like, this is probably my favorite expert. Well, one of the 2 of my favorite expert mod packs. It's like the first expert mod pack, though. So that's doing its thing. That rendering is weird. Like, that face was rendering in front of the particles of food that I was eating. My favorite, I'd say, is a combination between Infinity Vault Expert, this pack that we're playing, and Project Ozone 2 in Kappa mode. That's what I would say. So we need 4 redstone chips. We need to get those going. Oh, you know what? We have extra redstone over here, don't we? Extra redstone. Get lasered. I was like, what did I just place there? Do these have internal power that we're using? Like, can we hook up a 4th? Oh, we only have 2 lasers. I thought we had 3 lasers going. Can we hook up a 3rd laser? Hello, Prop Bob. Hello, Great Monkey. One of those. And do we have another key bowl? That's the problem with this stuff. They're expensive. All right, you know, we don't have another key bowl. I'm not going to make it anymore because that's Electrum. We will just wait. Okay, so we have 2 of these guys. We do need 2 basic capacitors. So 2 lapis electron tubes. I believe we should have those already somewhere. And if not, we can make more, but I think we already have those. We have 6. So we need 2 of those. Signalum. We need 8 Signalum nuggets. Okay, so we have that. So we're just waiting on the redstone chipsets. Oh my. Okay, yeah. So that's 2, 4. We need a total of 8 of those. So we need to get a few more redstone. A few more redstone over here lasering up. I already have 4 redstone chips in one of the chests. Are you talking about the ones that I just was grabbing, or are they over here? They're right here. Look at this. Okay. Thank you for pointing that out. So let's do 2 of those. I need 1 more. Hello, GoTep. Thank you for pointing that out. Can we have applied energistics so I can just search and not have to like visually look around to see where things are? I'm gonna do this. Boop boop. They won't shift click in there. I was just trying. Oh, I need the regular electronic circuit. Okay, so that is 6 insulated copper iron plates. Do I have any I don't think I have any extra copper. So 2 copper. That should be enough. And this will be set over to extruding. You want to sleep on that? Prof Bob, you get the black and white kappa every time. So lucky. Man, you are super close this time to getting the golden kappa. Like, you almost had it. We needed an iron plate as well. Rolling. For real nostalgia, Hypno would need his glasses back. And can anybody see my glasses? 2 redstone. No, God, I can't see my glasses. Boop. And a boop and a boop. So now we should be able to do this. Can I shift click it? I can. Awesome. So iron item casing. So we need iron plates rolled out a second time. Roll it. Okay, these batteries, 10 item casings. So that's 2 or 6 tin. I'm back. What made you want to go back to Infinity Evolved Expert? It's a good pack. Well, there's no real good current packs available, and I've been wanting to replay through Infinity Evolved in an overworld setting for quite some time. So that's what made me want to go back. We need 2 glowstone as well. Do we have glowstone? We don't have glowstone. Holy shnikes. We have to go to the nether. Literally scared right now. I'm not. I made you think that I was, but I'm not actually. Boom, boom, boom. Is this chunk loaded? But is this chunk loaded? That should be. But our power system wouldn't be. So if I'm looking this way, that would be one of these 2 chunks. I have no idea which one. Okay. So I'm going to throw these 10 plates back in here, turn into the item casings while we go to the nether, and hopefully that'll be done by the time we get back because of the chunk looting awesomeness. I don't got blocks on me. I need blocks. Yep, holy shnikes. Exactly. I don't even know what a shnikey is, but holy shnikes. Alright, we only need 2 pieces of glowstone, but if there are like some easy to get glowstone veins, we're gonna go for it. Guess we're gonna go for this one. Oh, that. What? Dude, I have full diamond armor, and that pigman came at me and touched me and killed me with 1 hit? Oh, he's got potion effects. Gregor coming in with a 19-month resub. Welcome back, Gregor. Dude, what? That was so rude. I immediately go into the nether. That pigman makes a beeline straight for me and just one taps me. We're at 57 levels. I mean, levels in modded don't really matter. He's gonna touch me again. I need to pull him away. Dude, this guy's like all upset at me. Okay, you get that guy over here on this slow stuff, and then we'll just kind of like work our way around. Are you upset at me? Can't tell. I think we're fine now. That pigman one-tapped me as soon as we got here before. There's gonna be nothing that we can do about that. No. Alright, well, I'm gonna go to the overworld and just get a one shot real quick, and then hopefully we can get him to despawn. That's a mighty zombie pigman. A mighty zombie pigman. Caleb coming in with a 2-month resub. Welcome back, dude. Thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate you. Dude, full diamond armor, one tap. I mean, it's not enchanted armor, but still. Like, being one shot through diamond armor? That's ridiculous. Yeah, can you imagine if we were playing this on like hardcore and we just lost the world because of that? Oh my god. Oh no. Is my bed down here somewhere? I don't remember where I left a bed, if I left a bed anywhere. The nether is easy. The pigmen aren't though. Dude, where's my freaking bed? I'm being spawn camped by this stupid babby pigman. And half my stuff just went into the nether now. When you need draconic armor for pigmen, you've got issues. Oh boy. Apparently my shovel went into the nether My Tinker backpack went into the Nether. I'm gonna go to the Nether and just eat this advanced circuit right in front of their face and see what they say about it. That's what's about to happen here. My glowstone that I collected is in the Nether now. Dang it. Are we ever gonna get our stuff and get out of the Nether? Stupid zombie pigmen! Kill him? Okay, Marv, tell me how am I gonna kill him? Maybe new world. Build another portal close by. The stupid thing is, like, all of my tools are in my gravestone. I'm doing it. I'm gonna cheese it. I don't got time to, like, play around with this and try and re-gear up. I just don't got time for it. Like, this pack is already grindy enough without me having to, like, try and remine up obsidian and all of that stuff and make a new pick so I can mine it and this and that. Like, I got time for that. Did I lose a shovel somewhere? When I go live, we went live about 30 minutes ago. You can run the exclamation uptime command. I think we lost a shovel. Not like it was a great shovel, but... yeah, I don't see any other graves. Is it in my pouch? I don't see a shovel. I mean, what? It was what? Just a stone shovel? Maybe I put a diamond on it? Like, we can make a new one, but it's just weird that we lost it. Unless there's another grave that I missed? I don't see any other graves, so I don't know. Perhaps a pigman took it. Do pigmen actually pick up items? Because most of them are holding a sword, if not all of them, right? I'm not sure if they can pick up anything. Maybe they did. I don't know. Anyway, let's make a new shovel. Actually, I don't think we need a shovel. Like, we can mine fast enough with our pickaxe thanks to our glove, right? Maybe I'll just go without a shovel. Okay, so we got the gunpowder that we needed. Or glowstone, not gunpowder. Let me get rid of all these stupid death points. Okay. There was a shovel before the first pigman. What? Oh, you're talking about I had a shovel and then I don't? Like it's gone? Okay. So did this finish? This is better be done by now. So we need 6 electrotine and then we need 3 tin keebles. We need rubber. Rubber. Oh, we already had some copper rolled down. Try to remember that for later. So rubber, I know we farmed a bunch. I put in this one, I put in this one. Okay, 6 electrotine. Actually, we need to make 2 bat boxes, I'm pretty sure, so we gotta do this a second time. So we want that, and the rest of these are going to turn to plates. Hello, Ray. Is this a replay or is this a new version? This is the original. Did I not grab more rubber? Guess I didn't. But maybe want to come back to this pack? It's good pack and there's no good current packs that I haven't played. I mean, Manica 2 Expert is okay. I don't remember there being like anything super annoying about the pack. Maybe the dragon stuff, the ice and fire mod. For like early game exploration, that can be like kind of bad. Pretty sure I died to picking up IC2 nuclear stuff that was in one of the chests from one of the dragon stashes. I didn't appreciate that very much. But as far as that pack goes, it's okay. I don't know. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. Didn't hate it. The thing that I kind of I didn't like about it was the base that I made and where I put things. Like, it started getting pretty laggy about halfway through the playthrough, and that's mostly my fault for putting everything there, but that kind of made me not like playing it as much. Gregor, you've tried 4 packs over Christmas and couldn't settle on one to play? Which ones did you try? Hello, Lizard Bell. Okay. Oh, that also requires us to have another tin. So let's do 2 more iron as well. And then we are going to need 2 more rubber. Since we don't have an extractor, we'll just go ahead and smelt those. Try DDSS. It's beyond a grind fest. That sounds like something that's gonna get somebody to play it. You should totally play this pack. It's stupid grindy. Yeah, that's not really a selling point of a mod pack. It's a good concept, but poor implementation. I never played the pack, but Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles sounds an awful lot like every single other pack that I've ever played. So I never even gave it a chance. Never tried it, didn't care. Everybody kept telling me that I should play it. But now that you're telling me that's beyond a grind fest, I'm glad I didn't even give it a chance. Okay, I guess we're gonna need another. No, we're not gonna need another advanced circuit. We are going to need 10 wood. That's what we need. 49er just gifted a sub to Nightbot. 49er, thank you for the gifted sub. Eventually, one of these days, I will email Twitch and have them permanently give Nightbot a sub. One of these days. Okay, we have 2 bat boxes, and what am I missing? Oh, I didn't need these extra iron item casings. So with a bat box, how am I gonna do this? I want the bat box to accept the power, and then I want the power to come out of the bat box. So I think we're gonna redo this over here. We'll place the bat box like that, and we'll have the power going into this guy from there. Something like that. Perfect. Then we can throw that in there to charge this up. Okay, so now we need to get the power coming from that bat box to the way it was going before. Evil Chaos Dragon resubbing for 4 months. Welcome back, Evil Chaos. Thank you for the 4, dude. Nighthawk just resub for 37 months. Welcome back, Nighthawk. Today, Toady is my birthday. Thanks for streaming Hypno. You named your birthday Toady? Happy birthday, dude! Happy birthday. Got him. What was I searching for? The last. What is the last millennium? MB. Looking for these wire coils. So that is a treated stick and 4 electrum. Hello, the only Fred. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I need a connector. So the jetpack is fully charged and we're getting a buffer here, which is fantastic. So that should be able to go there. Ooh. Guess I needed another one of those too. Christmas boy GG. Are you here to spam emotes or are you here to like enjoy the stream? If you're here to spam emotes, it's a fast way to get removed from the chat. You know, I was gonna set the configuration option for that, so like a shift right click is how you get out of stack. Can we do that right now? Actually, can I do that in game? What is that? Storage drawers? General settings. Invert shift. False. Why did they have invert shift set to true? I'm glad it's an easy fix of doing that in game. Is the input and output setting on the bad box correct? Yes. You can tell because this wire connector has power. Yep. So let's try this jetpack. Ooh. 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 And then we do one of these and we go. How much power do we use? So that was almost 1,000 EU that we just spent right there. Does 1.7 have slime sling slime boots? I actually don't know. Oh, that's glorious. Wow. That still works when you're in here pressing space. Slime. I do not see slime sling slime boots, which means we can't do slow or the bouncy boots to save our life. So we have an option of doing like the rubber boots. I believe those are part of the hazmat suit, but I believe these also negate all fall damage. What was that? That is wool and 6 rubber. I'm pretty sure long fall boots are out of our reach right now. Those would be the ultimate thing. The long fall boots require us to have nanosuit boots and flux infused, which we don't have a fluid transposer and this stuff yet. I don't think we have a compressor yet either, or a macerator. I guess we can do that in the grindstone. Yeah, we can't do that just yet. We're just gonna do these just to prevent fall damage for now. I need wool. Bum bum bum. Do do do. So you do take some damage with that, and it does use a bunch of durability. Not ideal, but it's better than not having anything at all, I suppose. This says protection 8 on it as well, but I'm not seeing my protection go up. Advanced electric jetpack. That says protection 8 as well. Unbreaking? Well, we don't have any enchanting setups, and apparently I don't have any XP because I kept dying over and over and over again, right? So. Someone at FTB thinks long fall boots are OP, you guys. Well, I mean, they kind of are. Like this, you got to remember, this was before slime boots were a thing. Before everybody accepted those. Let's just go ahead and fill this up all the way, and then we'll head over to that island and kind of like scope it out a little bit and see what's over there. Was this the island? I think this was the island. Slime boots and Enigmatic are OP, no damage at any height. Well, they're not exclusively to Enigmatica, dude. Those are been in Tinker's construct since 110, I think. So this was the island that we were kind of looking at, but now that we have the ability to like maneuver around and kind of explore, it might be worth us going and exploring and figuring out where we actually want to settle down. Like this was the nicest place that we had uncovered already. Maybe we'll just like kind of poke around a little bit and see if there's anything nearby that might suit us a little better. Are bees in this mandatory? Nothing's mandatory. I mean, progression in the pack isn't mandatory. Time to find a mushroom biome. Yeah, we're not going to be searching that extensively for things. This doesn't have an on-screen thing to tell you how much jetpack you have left. But I'm kind of curious to see what the nearby stuff is. I'd hate to set up base and be like, oh, this would have been perfect right over here instead. And we never went and looked, so we didn't know it even existed. Like this lush swamp, this is all right. I mean, we just have to chop down some trees or whatever. But it seems rather nice. Kind of a flat area. Dude, there is a village right here. That's where our base is. That's where this village is. And it's got a railcraft building, I think. No, immersive engineering. Free bricks. Yeah, we've already collected some. We don't really need them right now. And when we do need them, we know where they are, so we can go collect them then. Does this have a blacksmith building? Okay, it does have railcraft. We can get some free... Oh, it's got a second agricraft one, too. We can get some potentially free steel from here. Coal coke, I'll take it. Engineer's overalls. Another hobbyist steam engine and another rolling machine, so that's nice as well. Does this really not have a blacksmith? Huh. It's like such a big... Oh no, there is one right here. It was hidden. Ooh, pulsating iron, redstone alloy, electrical steel, bronze, and gold. Dang. And dark steel. That's not a bad find. Take those two. So what is this one? This is shrubland. Again, kind of an open flat, almost like a plains. White Jeep Lovin'? Just sub with Twitch Prime? I think that's the name. We should probably... Can I sit on top of this thing? Will that kill me? Yeah, being able to like freely explore like this definitely is pretty nice compared to like the very start of the pack where you kind of like you have to run around, especially with us starting on top of that mountain. That was pretty garbage spawn. Like trying to go anywhere was such a pain. I'm a shrub? A shrubbery? Hello, Captain Mush. How you doing, dude? Welcome. Do we have to cut you down with a herring? I have not watched any Monty Python in so long. Like, I literally couldn't even tell you the last time I've seen anything from them. So I'm a little wary about getting close to that hungry node, but I guess we're 2,000 blocks away, so we're fine. Hello, Mr. Hyena. It's like a weird tree just to be sitting in the middle of the ocean all by itself. Well, I'm not seeing anything interesting over here. Let's head back. We can kind of check out what's here. This looks like a wasteland. And then there's this alpha or origin biome. We can kind of like uncover a little bit of this. This looks like plains down here. Just kind of see what's around before we decide where we're going to eventually move to. Those little slimes are drowning in their own slime. Get wrecked. I don't remember if the slime juice has any use. Dude, what if a king slime just spawned like right on top of me and owned me while we were up here? That would suck. One slime sapling. Honey Badger coming in with a 12-month resub. Welcome back, dude. Thank you for the full year support. What biome do I want to make my base in when you have enough resources? I don't know. We're kind of going around checking it out because I don't remember like all the different biome types. Can you not get purple slime saplings? I guess not. What? You did not watch your entire playthrough as preparation for the stream? I know. I know. Guys, I gotta tell you something. I don't actually watch my own videos. Don't actually watch my own videos. We're gonna head back to mine, and we are going to recharge the jetpack and sleep. Purple slime is useless in 1.7. Can't you make night slime out of it? Don't you need purple slime for that? Not even while editing? I mean, if I know that I made a mistake and I need to cut something out, I'll scrub through the raw footage and find that part and cut it out and make it so it works, but I don't actually watch the entire video. When I first started recording for YouTube, I did, but I don't really do that anymore. No, I mean, obviously when I'm scrubbing through the video, the raw footage, and I'm clipping it, I make sure the audio is good and stuff, but I don't watch the entire video. I don't go back and be like, I'm bored. Let's watch some random video that I made like 3 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really watch my stuff. This bronze chest plate, can we smelt that down? We could do it in arc furnace. What about this? Blast furnace? Is that this blast furnace? Well, that doesn't seem to want to go in there. Yeah, that doesn't. So I guess we'll hold on to that for like for when we get our arc furnace eventually. Just throw them in that chest. So hobbyist steam engine and another rolling machine. Okay. And 2 ferni. Okay, let's go charge up our jetpack. Ain't nobody got time for that. There's a creeper somewhere. I hear it stepping around. I don't like that. I kind of got to go check and see if that creeper is in here. I don't see the creeper. I see it on the mini map, but I don't see it. I heard it stepping and it sounded close. I think it is on this side. Maybe not. Unless it's in the water. Alright, let's get out of here before... I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, I mean, thankfully it didn't like damage anything with the water wheel. Like, we lost some of these blocks, limestone. Do monsters just hit harder in this version? Like, did they, like, nerf stuff? Because... Oh, I guess I didn't have full diamond armor on. I only had half. I was gonna say, like, in the newer versions of Minecraft, at least, if a creeper blew up that close, it probably would have taken me down to, like, 2 hearts or something with full diamond armor. But yeah, I guess I didn't have my full armor on. Oh, it spawned up here. Right. For some reason, I was thinking it was inside the water wheel when it probably was just walking around up here the entire time. Derp, derp. Derp, derp. Let's get that charged up the rest of the way again. Oh, we're good. We're missing 2 pieces of glass. Do I have any glass? I don't have any sand and I don't have any glass. What the heck? Alright, we'll just leave it. Oh, there is F7 light level indicator. We just haven't put torches around anywhere. So, like, there's no point lighting up the entire base or lighting up that area because we haven't put torches anywhere. So we were gonna head to... Let's get rid of this. I have died so many times today. So many times today. So stupid. Guys, professional Minecrafter here. Let's go south. I mean, to be fair, this is a much better looking mountain. This is the highland. This is nicer looking, but I don't really want to be this high up. Wisp spawner. Okay. I don't think I had that area chunk looted or claimed. I don't know. So I definitely don't want to do anything in this wasteland because of the fog. It's kind of a cool looking cave. Claiming blocks, making them explosion proof wasn't in 1.7. That seems to make sense to me. I feel like that was a fairly new addition because they kept adding a bunch of features to the FTB utilities thing. Dude, these oak trees are super big. I like the sacred springs. I like the color here. That's a lot of like ground clutter we'd have to remove. Okay, where are we? Let's go south a bit. A treehouse does sound kind of nice, but the thing is, I don't want to limit. I don't want to limit my my available space to the confines of a tree. Dude, this volcano just wrecked everything here. Is that another blacksmith? T-Pig just came back with a 14-month resub. Welcome back. Thank you for the 14. Another immersive engineering building. Anything else of interest in this village? Oh, look at this. Huh. I save you, villager! I save you. You saved. Imagine this was like the first agricraft village that we found. Yeah, Mr. Hyena, I'm not actually looking for suggestions for biomes to build my base in, dude, but thank you for the 100 bits. We are kind of exploring, and I am gonna find a place that I want to settle down in. What is up with this over here? Is this an AE2 meteor that kind of got filled back in? Kind of looks like it. An underground AE2 meteor, perhaps? Certainly is. But we're not even like trying to work on applied energistics right now, so I'm just gonna leave that alone. Ooh. Ooh, oh my. I have no idea why this village house is like 10 feet tall. And we have another floaty agricraft building as well. Was there a slime island? Oh, I'm out of inventory. I don't need a mushroom. Oh, did I lose all of my chests or did I leave those back at the base or are they in my ender pouch? They're right here. I guess I'll take the mushroom now. Hypno has nothing to do with your stream, but I think you're honestly the most overpowered modded Minecraft player. What does that mean? I'm the most overpowered modded Minecraft player. You're saying I'm overpowered because I know like a lot of what I'm doing? Ivanom, maybe just resub for 3 months. Thank you for the 3 months and dropping that Twitch Prime. Says, hey, thanks for the great content, Hypno. Keep it up. You're welcome. Hypno's power level is over 9,000. No, please continue to like boost my ego. Please tell me more. Tell me more about my overpoweredness. Tell me more about my OP-ness. That's inappropriate. Oh, there is a slime island here. I didn't even see this thing. I don't think that had anything to do with the generation, though. Maybe it did. I mean, that is like underneath this island. Dude, there's 2 slime islands. That'd be confused. It's like, wait, did I just turn what? There is, in fact, 2 slime islands here. Hey, little guy, how you doing? No, you think Direwolf 20 knows a ton, but you take your info to a whole different level? Hey man, if you're getting more info from me and you enjoy my content, that's awesome. Will I finish the beta test Project Ozone 3 Kappa mode before spring 2020? Can't really answer that because I've never played through Project Ozone 3 Kappa mode, so I have no idea how long it's going to take. I feel like things are going to speed up a bit once we get Applied Energistics Auto Crafting up and running. But maybe they won't. I really don't know like what all's in store because I never played through Titan mode, so I don't know what a lot of the changes are. I mean, I played through Project Ozone 2, but I haven't played through Project Ozone 3 Kappa, so I'm not really sure. Have I ever thought about making my own mod, or is it something that I'm not interested in? I've thought about it. The problem is you got to come up with like, you know, something that's actually worth making a mod over. And I don't have any good mod ideas. Like, I have ideas for like simple things, but not something I really want to try and learn modded Minecraft to like do. You know what I mean? What is this biome here? this is planes. Got a volcano. Got a pretty big plains biome, possibly forest over here. And a desert. It's a spider tree. I guess we can go get this. Anti-mouse tweaks. I'm gonna make a mod that sets the default for all of the mods that I play with to be the right default setting. You think they should rethink the pneumatic craft capacitor, in your opinion? Way too convoluted for a thing that is used so much. Yeah. Having to make the octadic capacitors and then upgrade them and then upgrade them again, like, it is kind of a grind. And there's not a real good way to automate it right now. Eventually we'll be able to EMC for like the octadic or whatever, but like the early game when you need those things, like there's a lot of manually making them. I kind of agree, but I don't know. I can't really give a valid opinion on that until I get through the pack and look back and be like, yeah, that really was like too difficult or should have been changed or, you know, whatever. Yeah, there are no capacitor seeds in Project Ozone 3. Problem isn't getting the idea for a new mod. The problem is coming with an idea that someone hasn't already done. Well, that's not necessarily true. You could come up with like a same style mod that's like implemented way better or easier to use or, you know, whatever. Yeah, I mean, using something that somebody's already done. Like if I were to make, say, my own version of Applied Energistics 2, but I got rid of like the 63 type limit and I did a few things differently that I personally think should have been done, like I don't think there would really be that big of an issue with it. Like there's already refined storage and then there's already Applied Energistics 2, but if I made my own version of AE2 that like the way that I wanted it to be, like I think that'd be perfectly acceptable, but that's not something that I really want to do. Hello, KSA Weir. Yeah, I'm not really looking to remake. Like, if I would like to come up with an idea for a mod, something that I think that would be fun and interesting that hasn't already been done, but that's not necessarily like something that everybody who's making mods should do. Like, especially if you're just learning programming and you think making a mod for Minecraft would be good, feel free to like remake what somebody else already has. It's not like there's a law that says, oh, somebody has this, you can't do that. You can mood, maybe? If I'm in the mood, I can mood. A mod like AE2 would be hard first mod to program though. Yeah, maybe. I mean, oh, I thought that was my hang glider. For instance, somebody made like the giant chest mod that like you build the multi-block and it's got a lot of storage and you can sort it. I think it's got a search bar and like an interface and all sorts of things like that. I mean, that's getting pretty close to like digital storage. I mean, it's different, but it's not like a huge change in direction to change that into like something completely digital, right? Like I don't know. I don't think it's that hard to imagine somebody doing that as like one of their first things. Okay, so we got a roofed forest here. I don't really want to get too far away from spawn either. I guess we could check over here. This might all be ocean, but there could be more land. Like, we don't know. Let's head back to mine. Just a proper universal wireless crafting terminal without dimensional limits. Well, Password is already working on that. As far as I understand it. His wireless crafting terminal mod is getting wireless interface terminal and wireless where you can make the pattern terminal. What about fluid and gas crafting? Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, that's not a part of AE2 by default, right? That's extra cells. I mean, I guess AE2 added in fluid. That's kind of like partially implemented. Yeah, the fluid crafting has been pretty terrible, to be honest. Like, it works, but it's like so slow and you can't upgrade it at all. It's awful. You know, a forest actually wouldn't be that bad. Got access to the ocean here. A nice little hill that we could kind of like build something into. I'm gonna, let me come down here for a second. I'm gonna mark this as a possibility. Let's just kind of peek around. I kind of like having nature-y things around my base. Otherwise, I'm just going to build completely underground. Wait, is this an actual island? No, this is just a peninsula. Hello, Massa. Fluid crafting will get better over time, hopefully. Dude, what biome is this? This looks weird. Thicket. It's thick. It. It'd be just like home, like in Florida. Yeah, I'm thinking... This has just got the right amount of stuff that I like. greenery, a little hill that we can hollow out, put stuff in. We got outside stuff for outside things like bees and whatever. And this is relatively close to our spawn. Relatively. I like this. I think this is it. I think this is what we're gonna do. This is better than this over here. This is kind of boring. This has got a little bit more stuff to it. And there's also this area here. No, I think we're just gonna call this home. Thickety Thock loading the chonky chunks. Okay. You're playing through OmniFactor right now. AE2 fluid storage drives you crazy with all the GregTech fluids and gases. Yeah, I remember having an awful time like keeping all the different fluids in FTB interactions separate, like making a reservoir for like every single fluid and gas, and then having to name it so we could search for them. Oh, that was a lot of fun. We ended up with, I think, 2 diamond chests full of them before we got into Applied Energistics. Like, it was crazy. Manathol just reset for 4 months. Welcome back, dude. Thank you for the 4 months. I should make a magnet mod unless he's found a magnet he likes already. Dude, everybody's got a magnet mod. Like, that's about the most generic thing that you could make. I think we'll start maybe, well, how big is this hill? Not really that big. I guess if we were gonna do it, we should probably start down here so we have a little bit of room to go up. Make this like our entrance down here. Maybe fill this in a little bit or put like a bridge, or I don't know, like a diagonal bridge doesn't really work too well. I don't know. I think we'll start here and go this way. Dude, why are these leaves not despawning? Well, there's apparently a cave like right here. We're gonna need to get ourselves an excavator. Okay, let's go drop stuff off and look at getting an excavator. So you're making a hollow hill, yes. A mod that prevents you from getting killed when you step through a portal. Hello, Imperator Storm. This is strictly a no uwu zone. There's no uwus allowed here. Don't tell Immortal. There's no owu, no owos either, or I don't know. Can we make dark boots? Is that even a thing? Dude, that's like super easy. And don't these prevent fall damage? Nope. Gotta empower them, I guess. Hello, MPE. Can I smelt these down for iron, I wonder? And copper, bronze? Like, does any of this stuff smelt? The iron stuff smelts. Yeah, the rubber boots stop fall damage. Ow! Dude, these plants are so rude. The boots from the portal mod are like changed in recipe. They're not easy to make. Whoa, weaponize. Can I do the iron pickaxe as well, I wonder? I can. Ozamak just resub for 5 months. Welcome back. Thank you for the 5 months and dropping that Twitch Prime. Appreciate you, dude. All right, we're doing it. It's happening. What's he doing? What's happening? Whoa, weaponize. I think we're gonna do it out of cobblestone. If we do it completely out of magical wood, we can make it unbreaking, and then it's gonna be the speed that we have. You know, honestly, I think making the unbreakable tools just is not worth it. I think we're gonna make, like, we don't really use the excavator that often. I don't think it's really worth doing that. What's all the parts that we need for it? Crossbar, plate, and a handle. Whoa, weaponize. That's a sword. We could like make the other parts good though. Like maybe copper? Dude, we got so many different types of bronze. We have 3 different types of bronze. There's probably more in here. I think we'll do... five ingots. Do we have 2 tough rods? How did I manage that? I kind of wanted a tough binding out of iron. Or I guess we could make the plate. Let's do the plate. So we have 5 in there. I need 3 more for the plate. I still have a paper plate. Let's take a look. Oh, we have some tough rods here. Copper tough rod. Let's use that because we already have it. I don't see a paper plate. I think we might have used that for something else. So now we need the tough binding. Aluminum brass. Second row center? Oh, you're right. I was expecting them to be sorted next to each other. Oh, now we got another one. It's fine. It's fine. Calm down. Calm and easy. Are you triggered? Yes. Guys, don't even act like you have never played Minecraft and like missed something in a chest and made it. And then you're like, oh, I already had one. Don't even play like you haven't done that before. You know you have. Stop fronting. All right. So that's 606 durability. So it gives us 4 modifiers. We'll put 1 diamond on there to give us 1100 durability. And then we'll put 150 redstone on there for the speed. The diamond will also boost the mining level. Not like that really matters for an excavator. But that's what we are going to do. 1 diamond and a bunch of redstone. That gives 1100. Do. Yeah, if I put another paper part in there, we get more modifiers. The thing is, we can't replace those paper parts with anything else. So, like, we wouldn't be able to get the XP out of it, or we wouldn't get the magnetize or whatever. Does iron give you magnetization in this? Maybe that's a part that we could have left off. It's fine. We have a nice stone excavator now. This does not have sharpening kits, right? That's not a thing that you can make. Yeah, sharpening kits are a 110 higher thing. Do I have plans for power? Well, we already have power going. We have a water wheel. And we have some hobbyist steam engines, and then we have the survivalist generator. Plans for power will include more water wheels and more hobbyist steam engines until we get our nuclear power up and running. Materials tend to have reinforced. I don't know. I think this excavator is gonna be pretty good. Let's give it a try. Oh yeah, that's what we want. It can definitely remove dirt. Let's fill up the jetpack. So we got cobblestone and a crafting station to like repair it. I think we're all set. Dude, I tell you what, I'm like super excited for getting back into Tesseracts. Like, it's been so long. It's been so long since I Tesseract. Didn't you use a torched floor and resonant exchanger with sand to dig out most of your base in the YouTube playthrough? That seems vaguely familiar. I don't remember why I did that, but that seems vaguely familiar. Why did they even get rid of Tesseracts? I don't know. Okay, I guess we'll stop going that way. For now. Not really sure the shape that we're doing here. Just kind of digging out some space and we'll figure it out. Dude, why is it not showing me caves? I can't see where I dug to. Okay. So I guess we keep digging on the other side until we run into that, whatever that was. Okay. Dude, that zombie sounds really close. I don't appreciate that zombie. Shut up, zombie. Not appreciated. base building, yes, we're digging out a little bit of an area that we are eventually going to move into. Got a lot of caves to light up, apparently. Raptor Mission says, Ebno, how is your day? My day is fantastic. How is your day? Thaumcraft 6 is annoying more than hard, but that's pretty much all of Thaumcraft, not just 6. Are you the only one that does not like Thaumcraft? No. There's quite a lot of people who don't like magic mods. So we didn't go back further this way because there's just a cave underneath us. I think we should worry about lighting that up a little bit and getting rid of like all the mobs that are spawning nearby. I think everything's properly lit up here. Dude, there are so many caves here. Oh my goodness. That skeleton came right for me. Am I gonna go for auto crafting Project Dozen 3 Kappa mode? No, I figured we'd get Applied Energistics up and running and not do auto crafting. Everybody does auto crafting all the time. I figured we'd do a manual craft playthrough. That's a creeper. Dude. Dude, I can spam click all day. Let's go, zombies. What's up? What's up? I can spam click. Oh, Babby zombie. Babby. How is Babby formed? Another Babby zombie. 2 Babby zombies. And another zombie out of nowhere. Oh, it's a horde. We got this. Nobody panic. There's another babby zombie! How many are you? Okay, we're good. Why are you guys yelling? We're fine. Oh, and a creeper to top it off? Lil. Boop. Boop. Dude, there is so much cave here. Oh my god. Boop. Boop. Hey, Charge Certus. Remember our quest to find Charge Certus? We should have just came here. Is it a MIP map? I remember there's something that you could do to like make 1.7.10 feel better. Maybe I should just go and get Optifine. Like this really feels jerky, unfortunately. Advanced OpenGL. Like it still feels pretty jerky. I'm lighting up the entire center of the world. Well, I'm trying to light up like nearby our base because I don't want monsters spawning underground and like moaning and growling at me the entire time we're in our base. That's just no good. I hate that. Stream seems to be worse with it on. I don't know. It's definitely a little jittery. Oh. I wonder, maybe I'm not playing full screen. Maybe that's the problem. I'm playing in full screen now. What if I put on VSync? Maybe that's what I need to do. Oh, VSync is on. That doesn't feel good. I'm gonna try VSync off. Unlimited frame rate. We can go with this for a little bit. It's definitely not butter smooth like the newer version of Minecraft is, that's for sure. Turn the MIP map off. Doesn't it like pause the game? We can turn it off. That's gonna take like a minute for that to come back, I think. Oh, wasn't it the lighting? That doesn't really seem to have any effect. Yeah, I don't know. It might be I go and figure out Optifine. Like, I never really needed that before. I'm not sure what my settings are doing right now that makes it feel kind of wonky, but it might just be that I got too used to the newer versions of Minecraft. Leaked desktop wallpaper? I mean, wasn't trying to hide it. Honestly, if I didn't want people to see my desktop, I would be game capturing. I need a new computer? I do. This computer is like super old. It's like, this computer is from last decade. That's how old it is. It's like a decade old. A decade joke? Yes, that's what just happened. Yours is from 2013 with upgrades, of course. I mean, at what point do you say your computer is from a certain year? Is it like you bought the case? Is the case from 2013? Is the motherboard? Like, at what point when you upgrade parts of your computer do you say it's still like the same original one? I don't know. I kind of feel like the motherboard is what dictates if it's a new computer or not. But maybe it's a processor. I don't know. Well, I think we did pretty good as far as getting this all lit up. I just need to figure out how to get back out of here. Through here? I don't remember seeing sandstone before, but there must have been. Did I play Binding of Isaac with mods? I never did, no. I'm about ready to dig straight up. Ain't nobody got time for that. Dude, I turned off that F7, now it feels even worse. What the heck? The fast graphics doesn't really seem to make a difference either. What the heck? Oh, actually, that feels pretty good. What did I just do? What did I do? That feels real good. We have Advanced OpenGL on, VSync on, Smooth Lighting Maximum, Fast Graphics. Don't have a super duper beefy PC Hypno. I mean, it's from last decade. This feels pretty good, actually. I mean, obviously we have fast graphics on, but it's still a little jerky. I don't know. I might go after stream and look at getting Optified and playing around with that. I've never really done that before, so. Well, I had VSync on already. Like that, it can't be that. Actually. I don't know. Yeah, new PC fund time, guys. New PC fund. Help Hypno get a new PC. So I think what we're gonna do, I kind of feel like we want to do a step down. Something like that. And then also we might want to do an up. So that way it would be 3, 4, 5, potentially 7 blocks tall. I think that'd be pretty good. And bring this up 2 blocks. Bring this up 2 blocks before we go down 2 blocks. That Gent Eric with 354 bits. I think bits are equivalent to USD, so this should get you halfway. Should give me halfway to what? Halfway to a new PC? If only that was true. Halfway to a new GPU, maybe? I mean, 354 bits is $3.54, right? That's not halfway to anything. I mean, that's not to say that I'm not appreciative of you dropping 354 bits. Thank you for that. But as far as like PC hardware goes, that's not going to get me anywhere. Yeah, 1 whole gallon of gas. Do. Oh, we need more storage space. What's in this chest? Ah. Do I build my own PC? Yep. Yeah, I've never bought... The only PCs that I buy are laptops, and that's because, like, you can't really build your own laptop. Just make an ME system. Okay. There's storage drawers in this mod pack, yep. Compacting drawers are like a whole ball of wax though. And storage drawers only store like 2,000 without any upgrades. 2,000 items. I don't remember why we had the block sounds turned down. It was probably for the IC2 stuff. The controls are inverted for the drawers. We fixed that. You can go into the configuration option for storage drawers inside Minecraft and change it. All right. So this feels like a decent space. I mean, it's not like super huge or anything. It feels all right. About to figure out how the entrance is gonna work here, but we can worry about that later. Have you been enjoying playing without ore excavation? It feels like all packs have it nowadays. I mean, I don't know if I would say I'm enjoying it, but I'm not like hating it either. Like, if you put ore excavation in the pack, what's the point of having tinkers, right? I don't know. Did she use vein miner instead of ore excavation? How is there a blue slime underground? Dude, blue slimes just spawn in the world? Maybe. Slime magic, I guess so. I'm just glad we went through here and like lit everything up so we don't have to deal with like stupid zombies making sounds all day long and stuff. That's like one of the most irritating things is having a spider that spawn just constantly hissing, or a zombie there just going like over and over and over again, or a cow that just won't shut up. There you love it. Like those three mobs. Well, you know what? I shouldn't just limit it to those three. Pretty much every mob in this game that just has the same like sound file that repeats over and over and over and over again just get on my nerves. Every mob. You know, I thought going down a level would be nice for this, but like as we're going down, it's making this harder to do. Yeah, villagers. What do villagers even have to think about? How many emeralds they can scam off me? Well, they didn't really do their job properly in 1.14, that's for sure. Well, dang, we're full on all of this stuff here. I guess we can do compressed dirt. And double compressed cobble. Can I try and read this? No. I am not your entertainment monkey that will do whatever you want me to do. Gregor says, well, my curry's arrived. Time to nom nom nom, have fun, and see you later. All right, dude. Have a good curry time. Dance, monkey! Man, he's really in a hurry to get out of here. I'll show myself out. Yeah, please do. And don't let the door hit you on the way out either. Curry is some good stuff. I like my curry extra spicy. All right. So now we got to figure out the building material that we're going to use. Dude, the game felt good for a while. Now it feels like it's back to being like super jerky again. I'm not really feeling wood. ECA John coming in with a Twitch Prime sub. Welcome, ECA John. Thank you for dropping a Twitch Prime. Not feeling wood classic. What? Compressed cobblestone for the building. Oh, you know what? Actually, turning off the F7 makes that feel a little bit better. I should build a base out of ME controllers. Okay, okay. What is the exchanger? What does this cost? That costs a tesseract. So unless we were able to find one of those in like a chest, we aren't gonna be doing that for a minute. I was hoping that I could just fill in the floor with like cobblestone and come back through and exchange it for whatever we want it to be. Because like the floor is the height that we want the blocks to be. So I'm gonna have to like dig out the floor one lower. So I guess we could do that now. Because we have to put in whatever block we're gonna use down here. What's that? Okay. Laboratory blocks? That means we have to go back to another. Are we ready for that? Is that something that we want to do? Whoa! We already had fun and adventure in the Nether earlier. I'm not sure we could stand any more fun and adventure in the Nether. How about that quarried stone? Wasn't that a thing? Didn't we see some of that? Like, we're gonna have to go scavenge around for that. I had a max here. Look. Baseline chicken. Hardened clay? That's kind of a random block. I want to make the floor out of some kind of stone. Things like laboratory blocks would be okay, I suppose, but that's going to require a bunch of quartz, and we don't have a bunch of quartz. So alternatively, quarried stone is already a light color, and I think you can do bricks out of it. Yeah, I could have sworn I just saw lapis down here. Maybe I'm going crazy. Anti-blocks, there we go. Emperor with 100 bits, so we're building a base? Yes, we are. But we're digging out a room so we can actually make a permanent settlement. So far today, we've been blown up by a creeper, and we've been spawn camped by zombie pigmen. We have died like 5 times today already. I rarely, if ever, die in Minecraft, let alone modded Minecraft. Goodness. Chiseled cobble, isn't that awful? No, it's not, but that's kind of like, we've done it before. That's like so common to do. That's a creeper right there. Where did you even spawn from? I thought I lit everything up. Where did you even spawn from? Do I have... Maybe like right there or something? Dude, there are no red X's around. Where'd that creeper even come from? Guess there's some right there. Yeah, we started an hour earlier today. I can't place a torch on any of these blocks. Can I cheese it? Can I do this? Oh. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, you know what? If I have vanilla torches, I bet I could do that where I do the multi-part and put one right there. Fine. Probably don't need a torch up here anyway. Is it becoming nighttime or daytime? Nighttime. Hi, 49er. We'll see you later, dude. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, what am I? Oh, no. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, why? Why did I make so many slab furnaces? I totally did not mean to do that. I have no use for them, and I don't have an inventory trash can, so the squid get 33 slab furnaces. Make the floor out of slab furnaces. That way you'll never run out of furnaces. Be like, where's the furnace? Oh, right there. There's a furnace. Okay. Right. I was going to go look and see if there was any quarried stone nearby and see if that's something that I want to use. The biggest problem with the quarried stone is you have to go out and find it. I think that's some right there. Uses. So you can smelt into the quarried block, and the uses for that. You can turn to stairs. You can turn into stone brick. That's kind of what I'm looking for. But you have to smelt it, though. That's the big problem. Micro block. You can enchant it with slow fall? What? Yeah, that lantern's kind of nice. I've only had a way to smelt a lot of things. If only. Well, we're gonna quarry the quarried stone. I don't know if this is gonna be enough. The problem with the slab furnaces is that they're kind of annoying to use because you can't just shift click the fuel into them. I'd prefer to make regular furnaces if we're gonna do that. Oh, let me go repair my hammer. Hello, One. How you doing? Too bad the squids are dirty thieves. The hell, they stole all of my slab furnaces. This water is gonna get to be a real pain. For some reason, I thought that was one of the wither flowers, or wither rose, or whatever. It's in biomes of plenty. Hopefully that'll be enough. You think you're the only person watching me in the Middle East? It's possible. I have no idea. We get people from all over the world that stops by the stream, so I mean, it's possible, might not be. I don't want you. Oh, was I just mining marble? Oh, you're right. Oops. Okay. I was just mining the color block. I wasn't looking at the type of block it was. Okay, there we go. We quarried the quarry stone. Yeah, one piece sitting there trolling me. Alright. Let's head back to the base, charge up the jetpack, and then we will look at starting to smelt this stone, I guess. Ben, you think that makes me a global influencer? I mean, maybe. So we had a few more furnaces here. Five, 6, 7, 8. I didn't realize I had these all full of fuel already. I'm a smart heap, no. Cool. Induction furnace or bust. Well, I mean, we don't have that stuff done. We're gonna move everything over to the new base, and then from there we can start like building out stuff like that. Do you not have one in one of your chests? An induction furnace? I don't think we ever made one of those. We made an induction furnace right here. I told you guys we had one of those. Is the induction furnace the one that you have to heat up and then like it smelts really fast? Do I think the COPPA YouTube issue that I tweeted about will impact my videos on YouTube? I don't think so. My videos are not made for kids. I'm not uploading things that are like Baby Shark, for instance. I'm obviously not targeting kids only with my content. My content is what you would consider more like a general audience style content. I'm not like targeting only adults. I'm not targeting kids, but like pretty much anybody could watch it if they're interested. You know what I mean? So no, my content is not, it is technically family friendly, but I'm not saying it's family friendly. It's more just general audience. I don't really like the family friendly tag. Hello Lars, how you doing? The furnace, that's compressed cobble. You know, we could just make a bunch of these. We don't really have to worry about that anymore. Just a wall of vanilla furnaces. I guess I should be putting these in as I'm doing that. Good enough. Oblogy says, hey Hypno, congrats for the AE2 system in the YouTube Kappa series. It was a big fight to get it. Appreciate the content during the holiday time. Thank you. You are welcome. Yes, it was quite the fight to get it. We didn't actually technically basically need the ME controller that we were going for. We could have done it with the energy acceptor that we had with only up to 8 channels. But I felt like let's go for the controller anyway. Guys, isn't this a song from Linus Tech Tips? It's funny how you're gonna go for immersive engineering power and got sidetracked. Yeah. Oh, you do it this way. I don't know how many stacks of this stuff I need. I hate to make too many. Let's stick with that many. We'll do the floor and then we'll just like add more as we go. This is chunk load, so we don't have to stay here. We can go place these blocks while this is doing its thing. Oh, I did not charge up my jetpack, which I wanted to do as well. You remember when I got that mystical agriculture furnace super easy in a mod pack and it made it so much better? Yeah, I think that was stone block. I think you're right. But it's not like stone block was really that difficult anyway. Didn't that happen twice? It might have happened in Igmatica 2 Expert as well? I honestly don't remember. Hello, Radioactive Spoon. What's up? We are working on making a base right now. We made ourselves a jetpack earlier. Now we're working on getting a base made. Is there builder's wand in this? I don't see a builder wand. Yes, I do. The ritual, I forgot about that. But either way, you have to do that. Okay, so we're just placing these by hand. Don't be hating the torch grid. It just makes the torches more efficient, so you don't have like torches spammed everywhere, and they look a little bit nicer. I'm breaking all the wrong things. I need my regular pick here. Oh, come on. Oh, actually, you know, mixing in those might not look that bad. We might go in after the fact and swap out some of these blocks with the regular ones. Bum, bum, bum. You're definitely gonna need all of these. Bum, bum, bum. All right, so we just need a bunch more of this stone and then we are ready to go. Let's sleep. Yeah, there should be a new episode of Project Ozone 3 tonight. I got all my stuff uploaded and tagged and all that stuff. And then I ate breakfast. I like made an egg and sausage casserole thing with cheese on it. I had time to cook that. I ate that. I put away the leftovers, started like did dishes, and then I still had like, you know, 2 hours to go, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna start the stream a little early today because I just had like nothing else to do. Like I'd already did everything. Felt pretty good. How was the casserole? It was good. Yeah. I mean, it's very, very simple. I did with like one of those, I don't know what the size of that. It's like 18-inch long, 18 by 9 maybe casserole dish. Whatever the normal size for like a casserole dish is. I did like a full 18 eggs, but half of those were just egg whites, right? So like whatever half is. So like 9 full eggs, 9 egg whites. Well, no, I didn't make that just for one sitting. There's like 6 servings that I made out of it. It's like 3 eggs per serving or whatever. So I got breakfast for the entire week. And then I cooked up a package of sausage, like a Jimmy Dean. I don't know how, it was like 20 of the small little breakfast sausages. Cooked them, chopped them all up, threw that in there, put it into like the dish, and then sprinkled some cheese on top of it. Baked it in the oven for 40 minutes at 350 degrees. Came out pretty good. How many grams is an ounce? I would Google that. 9 by 13, is that what it is? Maybe. Yeah, I mean, granted, 18 eggs is a lot of eggs for one person, but I wasn't planning on making for one meal. That's like for meals for the entire week. What was I doing? Oh, we're gonna get some more quartz stone. That's what we're doing. You should start doing that on weekends. Finding time to make breakfast before work is always a pain. Yeah, and if you make a casserole like that, there's nothing wrong with taking the servings and freezing them. Like, thawed out cooked egg really doesn't taste that much different. Normally, for breakfast, I'll just cook up two full eggs and 2 egg whites. So like 4 eggs in total, minus 2 yolk. And just kind of like do that as a scrambled egg. That's what my normal breakfast is. But I figured, I went to the store the other day, yesterday, day before, I don't remember which day. I was like, you know what? Let's do something a little different. So it's a little more calorie dense because of the sausage in it. I think it's fine. You like how it's 1-to-1 for the bricks and not the annoying 4-to-4? Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 I'm gonna have to turn off this auto refill. It keeps popping the wrong one into my bar, and that's like getting frustrating. Ah! Double fail. There we go. Got this done, at least. Timno, do you know the mod Terra Firma Craft? If yes, what do I think of it? I've seen it, and I don't think it's something that I'm interested in playing. I equate Terra Firma Craft to about the same as GregTech. Just not really interested in doing it. It just adds a whole lot of unnecessary grind. I'm making you so hungry? Sorry, dude. I know Terra Firma Craft is not really GregTech. I said it equates to about the same level of grindiness. I kind of want to push this back a little bit more. I feel like this is not enough space, but I guess we can worry about that later. So as far as the walls go, how would this stuff look? Something like that be okay, maybe? Maybe we can change this later. Can I reach? Barely. Does the jetpack have hover mode? I think it does. Is this triggering you that I'm not using it though? Oh, please tell me it's not triggering you. We gotta figure out this entrance. Like, that's kind of janky the way it is right now. So something like that. Then we have stairs coming down. Am I planning on playing Project Ozone 3 Kappa mode until you finish all the quests? Yes. Well, I'm planning on playing it until I'm done with the pack. That will include completing the quests. Maybe I want this a little bit bigger. I have more cobble over here, right? Trying to get this figured out with cobblestone for like where the stairs are gonna go, and then we'll like make stairs. I think that could be okay. Now, the uses on this. So we need 6 of them to make 4 stairs. Nabo, please don't do that, dude. Well, that's not what I want. I want that connected like this. Am I able to do this? I might have to make this one further out in order to do that properly. Or we could do it that way, I suppose. That definitely feels like it needs to be bigger. Like, I'm not sure I like the way that looks. What am I doing? I'm definitely sure I'm not liking the way that looks. Yeah, the problem is the zigzag pattern just doesn't have enough room to work there. That's better. I was just doing it wrong. Halifus just resubbed for 2 months. Welcome back, dude. Thank you for the 2 months of support. Appreciate you. There's a creeper outside. I hear it moving around. What type of base am I trying to make? A base? I'm not trying to make any specific kind of base. I'm making a base. I want these things to connect properly, and it just doesn't feel like they will. As I can get that one, you know what? I guess we could just put like solid blocks here. Maybe something like that. I mean, that works. Maybe the even number of stairs is throwing it off. It's got to be something like that. Because like I can get it to work the way I want to down here, but then up the next level, it just doesn't work well. Which doesn't really make sense. Maybe you just can't do it with that wide. Or this narrow. Like 3 narrow doesn't work, but like 5 or 7 is fine. And if that's the case, maybe we could move the stairs out 1 block. Is it just you or is it laggy? No, this is 1.7. I'm gonna move these out 1 more block. Like the stream shouldn't be stuttering, but the game stutters a little bit, if that's what you're talking about. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like that's fine, and if we do another one up here, that should be fine as well. Except now this stair isn't facing towards the wall like I want it to be. Dang it. I mean, it feels worse than like an hour ago you just got back. We've been messing with settings. It really depends on what we're doing. I think I'm going to go get some Optifine. Try that out. See if I can smooth it out a bit. But I'm not going to do it on stream. I'll do that off camera. So try placing the far right stair the other direction. Step up to opening, not step up to wall, then add the others. Well, see, we did that on this side, right? So we have this one facing this way, so it's up against the wall. And then we have to go all the way over here. And when we get to this side, then this stair is not facing the correct way. I don't think there's a way to get that to face correctly. I want it to be like that, but now it's kind of like off. I feel like there's a way to do this, and I feel dumb, but I'm not sure there's a way to do this. See, like if we come over here, we can arrange this stair, and then we can arrange this stair. But like eventually, no matter what we do, like the stairs aren't just gonna line up properly. Break and place the block behind. What? It's fine. Just don't look at the stairs on this side. They're fine. It's fine. So now that we have that, we can kind of like fix our opening a little bit. Maybe that'll just solve the problem by doing that on both sides. Yeah, now we got that stair that's running into this thing. Yeah, forge micro blocks. Don't the stairs place based on the quadrant of the block you place it on? Yeah. I don't think there's any way to fix that, guys. So like this stair we have facing this way, and this stair over here, just the way it lines up, has to be facing that way. But like in order for this to work, this stair right here would have to be facing this way. And there is just no way for that to like line up in this same kind of a stair pattern that we're using. I don't care what tricks you're talking about, unless you show me a screenshot of it, I don't think it's ever gonna work that way. Couldn't that block be a solid block? Yeah, we could put a solid block here. Oh, you know what? That is supposed to be a solid block. Right? Maybe? Why do we have a grass block against here and then we have a stair up against here? Like, what's going on with this? This isn't lined up properly for one. This needs to be one block further. But now we still have the problem where this stair is turned into this one and this stair can't be turned into that one. Rage. Rage, rage, rage. Ideally, I want it like this. But I don't think we can do this properly. Well, I guess we could do this, I suppose. It looks a little weird, but that gets the effect that I want. I don't think there's any other way to do it. And if we do it that way, I suppose this could be done the same way too. Ice Morn, I've heard you say that before, but every time you place a stair and you place a block, place a stair, place a block, what the heck? I do that and then I remove this block, like that doesn't, like the stair reverts back, right? It doesn't matter if you place a block and then take it back, like it reverts back. I guess the only way to really solve that is just have a bigger opening, a bigger entrance. I don't know. I kind of want to start moving some machines over here. I should be better. So probably the first thing I want to move is like the water wheel, because that's pretty important for our entire base. Oh man, having to move stuff. I don't want to move anything. Guys, can we just not move stuff and pretend like we move stuff? Does this have cardboard boxes? Dolly? I mean, I guess we could dump everything into these chests and then, like, take everything back out. Chest movers. I don't see anything that looks like a chest mover in here. I think Dolly was the option that we had in this pack. Yeah, I don't see anything that looks like a chest mover in here. You generally move when you start doing AE. Well, AE is not going to happen for probably another 10 live streams or something. Most likely. I don't think that's really a viable option for us to not move until then. Tape, call a mover. Oh, I don't want to put this away. Put that away. Go recharge up the jetpack again. I guess what I should do is bring a bunch of chests over to the base, to our new base, and just set up storage, and then we can move things over and just kind of dump them in chests. I think that's probably our best option. You can't pick up iron gold chest with soak touch in this, no. I don't understand why you say storage drawers taped and move is a good option for what we are currently doing. Like, how is that even remotely close to a good option? Storage. I guess I'll put over here. The back? Maybe the back. I mean, you realize storage drawers can hold at most 4 unique types of items, and the packing tape, like, can only be used like 5 times or something. Like, come on, guys. That doesn't even make sense to do that. We don't have any storage drawers even made. None of our stuff is in storage drawers. We don't really have multiple stacks of stuff. Like, we're not trying to move thousands of stacks of cobblestone. Like, at most we have 2 stacks of anything. Yeah, these are what we're gonna use, these wooden storage things. Yep. Well, Maximus, it's not just you. Like, you weren't the only one talking about it. Like, I just don't understand how multiple people think it's a good idea. It just doesn't make sense. Hello, BQ Sierra. I'm about to mute chat. I guess we don't need these slab furnaces anymore. Boop. Oh yeah, we also got these over here too. Okay, so we have our ores. What is this? Random stuff. Okay, so we can't put storage chest into a storage chest. Because blocks will be the next one we take over. Can't space click because of these other storage crates in here, apparently. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Benzene Banana says, I found your stream from starting to watch your FTB Interactions playthrough on YouTube. How'd you like that pack overall? I thought Interactions was interesting because I'd never played Greg Tech Community Edition before. Very grindy, start to end. At no point did the grind ever really go away. It got better with applied energistics, but the grind was still there regardless. The pack was fundamentally broken. Like, you cannot do astral sorcery duping of crystals because they made it so you had to use a special modular machine. That's completely broken in the pack, and they haven't updated it still. That was back in June where they updated it to break it. It's still broken. Overall, I give the pack probably a 4 out of 10. Natazor dropping $50. Dude, thank you for the 50. Happy New Year, Hypno. Sorry, only now got a chance to visit. Thanks for the superb content in 2019. You are welcome. Thank you so much for the $50, dude. Appreciate you. You really like the concept of Stone Block, but your PC sucks, feels bad, man. If your PC is so bad that I can't run Stone Block, you should probably get a PC that was made sometime in the last 10 years. Like, Stone Block really is not a hardcore mod pack. Like, it's not very heavy as far as mod packs go. Did I grab everything out of there? Yes, I did. Four out of 10. Wow, you did like the pack, but you weren't playing. Yeah. Yeah, I lost a lot of points for being updated to be broken and still not updated. Not like it's like they gave up on the pack. They just don't care. They're like, oh, nobody's gonna play this far. Who cares? Like, to me, that really, really lowers the rating of the pack. Stone Block is pretty much a kitchen sink pack. It doesn't have a whole lot of mods in it. I think we're gonna put our ore chest in that bottom one. Actually, we have these gold chests. We'll do that. So all of our processed ores will keep up front. And all the non-processed ores go in the back. That's cool, Mr. Hyena. I don't know why you gotta tell everybody that, but have fun, I guess. Do. You want to get to a point where you can buy the lol I have too many points one? Yeah. Everybody wants to get to that point. Yay, inventory management. This is so much fun. You know, I made those dark boots and we already had a pair of dark boots. That disappoints me. So these things, we only have those to melt back down, so I'm going to keep that over here. Eventually we'll be able to do that. What do I do with my sleeping bag? Dude, the sound of these chests opening and closing. Where is my sleeping bag? It's not in here. Did I put it in here? I put it in here. Found it. Hello, Striker. Flint coming in with a 16-month resub. Welcome back, Flint. Thank you for the 16, my dude. Appreciate you. Nothing worse than a noisy chest. Oh, man. I'm glad the shulker boxes just have like a nice non-loud sound when you open them. You know, when we started today, I thought we were going to be working on getting IC2 up and running and all this, and we spent the entire day like pretty much dying to pigment over and over and finding a new base and now moving to that new base. Not really what I had intended for today, but stuff we needed to do regardless, I suppose. Okay. So mob drop, mob drop. And this stuff over here is random items. I really don't think I need 2 of these. Let me go ahead and throw away these 2. Right, bookshelf. So all the Buildcraft laser stuff needs to go. I guess we'll take this down. Yeah, moving is not fun. I agree. Yeah, there is really something wrong with this game. Like it really was not this laggy before. And there is something like really laggy with it. And I don't know if it's my Java arguments or something, but I know I used to be able to play this particular pack without this much lag. I don't know, what did I do with my single pick? Must be in one of these chests. Or is it in my under pouch? It is in my under pouch. I think we're gonna leave this for now. I guess we could take the redstone furnace with us. I think we're gonna leave. Then we can take these. I think we'll leave this stuff here for now. Take down the smeltery. I don't have an IC2 wrench yet, that's why I'm leaving that stuff. Oh, I still got stuff in here. I packed the glider in the last box. Okay, that's something I need to grab. I certainly did. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah. How much iron do we even have over here? 5 ingots? Okay. Smelter is still causing damage, like there's iron in it. I don't want to kill myself. But blood shouldn't do that. I thought it was only molten metal that like causes damage like that. Okay, more smeltery stuff. I think we can leave that alone. I think we're pretty much good to go to move this stuff over. I must have accidentally melted invisible ink. Possibly. Jerian, that is not a TPS issue. FPS and TPS are two vastly different things. We're having a rendering issue, not a server lagging issue. Oops, I just sorted my inventory. I have no idea what's in any of these boxes now. I don't know where anything is. Did I not put mob drops anywhere? I guess not. So it looks like mob drops to me though. No, amber, that goes here. This is like random mod items. I'm gonna leave this in here for now. More mob drops. More random mod items. I put my sleeping bag in the mob drops. I did. Dang, stupid sleeping bag. Actually, that can go over here. Okay. What I have against that sleeping bag just throwing in random places all the time? I don't know. I'm just being a jerk. Goodbye, incredible staircase? What? I don't know. Guys, we're gonna go ahead and call it here. The game's acting really jerky. I guess it's been acting that way all day, but right now it feels like it's getting worse, and I don't know why. It felt good for a little while, and now it's gotten bad again. I'm gonna look at getting Optifine. I don't know if that will cause any problems. Hopefully we can get that figured out. But yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and call it here. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out while we played some FTB Infinity Evolved. If you're new to the stream, hit the follow button so you get notified when I do go live. We stream Monday through Friday, starting at around 2 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, the game's being a big jerk. Let me see if I got somebody host up here. I do. We will go say hello. We'll send some love over to Wells Knight. Yep. So that's it for me for today. Hello, Silent Crimes. We are ending the stream. Should have gotten here earlier. But yeah, that's it for me for today. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, guys.